Hi again, welcome back to STRI. We're talking about the lockdown trial again. We're into the final week of the trial now, and that's quite appropriate I think, because lockdowns maybe not come to an end, but many of the restrictions have been lifted now, particularly on our subject, which is golf courses. Golf course is largely back to normal. Obviously you can't go into the club for a drink, but you can certainly go out and play on the course as a 2-ball or a 4-ball. So the management of the golf courses is gradually returning back to normal now, I think. We've gradually reduced the height of cut from 5mm, which is fairly long for a golf green, but we wanted to reflect the fact that nobody was playing at the time, and that was good for the plant health during the lockdown phase for golf courses and for the trial. You can see, looking at the bottom section where we're mowing the plots only once a week, it's not particularly happy with that situation now, whereas previously when we were mowing it at 5mm, those plots were actually showing the best turf quality. So it's interesting how that reduction in the mowing height has affected those trial plots. The plots that are mown 3 days a week and 5 days a week, there's very little difference in terms of turf quality and turf colour. From a results point of view, we can see that the Primo Max has been regulating the turf nicely and helping with the evenness of the growth as well. The weather conditions this week have changed dramatically again. We went from certainly what we were classing in Yorkshire as a heat wave. Anything over 20 degrees classes as a heat wave in Yorkshire. But we've dropped down to about 10 degrees. On Friday this trial was completely covered in hailstones, so we've had quite a significant change in weather conditions, and again that's something that we have to adapt to as turf managers and greenkeepers. So that's been quite tricky, and that's had a knock-on effect on the growth degree days. Growth degree days is an important facet of this trial, and we're looking at applying Primo Max at different frequencies based on the growth degree days. At the start of the trial it was taking us 2 weeks to achieve 50 growth degree days, 4 weeks to achieve 100 growth degree days, and then as we got into that warm weather, that hot weather that we had particularly at the end of May, 50 growth degree days was only taking 7 days. So it was amazing how it changed, and it's changed completely back again now. So it's going to take 14 days, maybe more, to achieve the next 50 growth degree days. So it just demonstrates what an interesting model that is, and what a useful tool it is for the greenkeeper, just to keep an eye on how the grass is growing and at what rate it's growing, and not necessarily be a slave to just applying once every week or once every fortnight or whatever it may be. Like I say, we're coming into the last week of the trial now, but we've got an option to continue, and I think that's probably what we will do, but it'll continue in a different form. We want it to evolve. We don't want to stand here and keep saying the same thing every week. We want to be able to find out new things, new points of interest to talk about. So watch this space and we'll see what happens next week. Thank you.